the Federation of Small Businesses, and he joins me now. And again, you two, I'm sure, observing all of this, wondering where it will end. But I appeal to you as a battered British voter, right? There is real war on your doorstep, a figurative one with your leading trading partner, the EU, over trade in Northern Ireland, and then inflation, which continues to creep upwards. You know, as one opposition MP put it today, Brits are having to pick this winter between eating or heating. How does this drama going on at this hour affect British livelihoods at this point, and what are you worried about?
Well, I think most small business owners don't really follow the twists and turns of this drama. I know it's exciting, I know there's a circus going on here, but the average small business owner is really focused on where they're going to find their customers, how they're going to pay the bills, and also who's going to pay them. I mean, in many situations, I think over the last 12 months, the government has lost its way, and we're looking for a complete reset with the new chancellor.
And do you think you will get that, considering this is still the Conservative government and they're still at odds with their own Prime Minister as to whether or not they will leave?
Well, I think we will get that, because he's made it very clear that he's not going to have to follow any of the solutions of his predecessor. So what we're looking for him to do is show the same sense of urgency that he had over vaccines. Now, he clearly knows how to deliver, so what we're asking him to do is now focus on these big issues. He knows tax is at an all-time high. He should be cutting taxes on property, on people, and also on fuel. If he starts there, he'll make a big difference.
And when you say a departure from his predecessor, who just quit, to make a fine point of it, 24 hours ago, you are expecting policy changes, and what are those that you would like when it comes to things like taxes or trying to rein in inflation?
Well, the biggest thing he needs to focus on is the rising costs of all the products that the average small business has to buy. So they're finding labour's very short and difficult to buy. They can't compete with the bigger companies when they have to source materials. Many of these businesses are running out of cash rapidly. The last estimate we had was 40% of them are down to the last 3 months worth of cash. So this isn't something you can wait around for. The Chancellor's predecessor said that he was going to wait until October. I don't think he has that time.
You say he doesn't have that time. I mean, cabinet ministers are holed up at 10 Downing Street right now trying to convince the Prime Minister to leave. Are you worried right now that the British economy can really weather this kind of turmoil? You said it yourself, right? They need to act quickly.
I am really worried because, you know, although, as I said at the outset, that a lot of small business owners don't follow the twists and turns of this political drama, they know and feel all the impacts of it. You know, when it comes to increasing interest rates, when it comes to the cost of trying to do business with our nearest neighbours across the channel, they are real problems. And then you've got another big political problem brewing in Northern Ireland. So these are things that this government needs to get a grip of.
And when you say get a grip of, what do you think that they could do to try and give the country, really, its business owners, its taxpayers, more confidence, let's say early next week, mid next week? What kind of announcements would you like to see specifically?
You know what would be a great start? If they stopped thinking about their internal disputes and started focusing on the big issues in the economy. You know, we have called for cuts in VAT, we've called for cuts in national insurance tax, which is tax on people. I think these are great places to start, and if only they can show the same sense of urgency they did over COVID, we'll all be a lot happier.
I don't have a lot of time left, but I want to ask you, when you speak to your members, what are they telling you about what might happen in 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, given the fact that they need to meet a payroll, right? They're dealing with the costs increase of their inputs coming into Britain, but also obviously trade issues and supply chain issues.
Yeah, they're all telling me that they're at the end of their tether. You know, this is a cash problem, and everybody who runs a business knows that cash is king, and the cash is running out. This government needs to act quickly.
McTague, we will leave it there. As I say, at this hour, the political turmoil continues. I know you are hoping for some calm in the hours and days to come. Thanks again for your insights there. Now, the next stage of